Hi, I'm CJ Lionfox, and I love camping. I love adventuring. I love exploring. What I love most about all these things is the stories I get to tell. And today, I'd like to share with you a story that's been passed down through generations. Like an infinite landscape of memories, this story has been passed down year over year, told and filtered through perspectives and creativities. I'm coming into you from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, at the foothills of the Turtleback Mountains. It's beautiful here, and it's a very popular town for hot springs and luxury, and also has a really rich history and a rich culture. And that's what I love about the West. Everything is so deep and inherited. It's a part of what we pass on. It's a part of what we leave behind. And this particular story I've known for decades. And I held it into my heart and got to tell it a couple times, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. This is dedicated to Al, the mad campers, and every adventurer out there looking for why. This is how to catch the wily pink elephant. You were really excited to find this campsite. It was perfect. Right next to the water, beautiful stars. And as you lay in your hammock under the night sky, you scroll through your doodad, looking through the sensations of the day, and you see a number of mysterious headlines. 10-foot tall creatures, crafts in the air, fog and mist, the kind of things you need a security clearance to truly understand. And as you flip through your doodad, you realize the sensationalism of the day is all focused on creatures outside of our planet. And you're scrolling and you get tired of the same headlines of the day, and so you put down your doodad and you look out into the stars. And as they twinkle, you're reminded of the intense, brilliant energy that they provide. So small, so infinitesimal, representing millions of years. As you look among the stars and contemplate the universe, you also contemplate the day ahead. It's just evening time and the sun is going down. The atmosphere is hazy and misty, and it's pretty amazing. Just the infinite expanse and all those possibilities. As you lay your head to sleep, you hear a droning, a hum, something foreign, not quite plain. You get up from your hammock and you see in the distance the atmosphere. Something isn't moving through, the atmosphere is moving around it. It's coming towards you. It looks like a disc. It moves silently through the air, almost as if it's pushing the air around it, not the other way around. You start to get a little nervous as it approaches directly towards you, and it lands just barely 40 feet ahead of you, silent as it descends and hovers just over the ground. You're a little nervous at this point. You're not sure what to do. And all of a sudden, your doodad starts lighting up and not vibrating. No, trembling and shaking. And all of a sudden, a tremendous beacon of light comes from the doodad into the sky. It's brilliant in colors you've never seen before. Your mind can't even conceptualize the radiance. And in the sky, just above the craft, a bat, it's an elephant. An elephant beacon? Why? And your doodad crackling on the ground as it radiates this light. Screams, frolic field, succulent, What is this noise? What is that? The hatch opens from the craft, and as silently and stilly as the craft itself, something mysterious arises. It's huge but slight. It towers over you, and it speaks in a voice that you've never heard before. Which roughly translates to, we are here for the mighty pink elephant. And your phone seems to pick up a wavelength that you can't understand, and it starts to provide you instructions. And it says, long ago, in our foreign planet, we bred the majestic pink elephant. We brought them to you. We settled them here many years ago. But now, on our home planet, the pink elephant is endangered. Bring us a pink elephant that we might sample its DNA and restore the pink elephant population on our home planet. You can't move. You can't speak. You're certainly bewildered by this instruction. Pink elephants on Earth? Endangered? Somewhere else? Which again, you understand to mean you will have everything provided to you, including a new phone with an unlimited plan. Suddenly, the mist gathers around the craft, and it rises into the air in a straight shot so fast you thought it dissolved vertically. As your eyes rest to the land where the craft had risen and hovered and gave you your new adventure, you see a box. It's a new unlocked doodad. It's already got my biometrics in it. Oh, it's a boarding pass. Yeah, I have a flight to from El Paso in 2 hours. Oh, gosh. I could take the bus. I'm going to have to take the bus. All right. So you pack your campsite. You grab everything you can and you shove it into this bus. You take it southward to El Paso and you catch the next flight to the deep, deep jungles of Heathrow Airport, where you catch your layover, catch the ferry down, and straight, all of a sudden you arrive at the port of Cucamonga, which looks a lot like this, except entirely different. Rolling hills, luscious green grass, and a beautiful port with a warming sign, home of the raisin variety grape. As you arrive at the port, your phone dings. Go meet the Lionfox at Earl's Gear Shop. Okay. So you take your backpack, you hustle through town. It's a quaint town, well earned its reputation. The storefronts are weathered, but you can see that they are well loved. At the end of the main street, you see a special shop, a slanty roof, and a giant satellite on top. That can't be up to code. As you go into the gear shop, you see a young kid tipping away at his tippy-tappy, and he says, "Can I help you?" You say, "Yes, well, I suppose I'm here to catch the pink elephant." Aren't we all? And as you see that, you realize you're not going to get as much help from this young kid as you thought. There's a gentleman in the corner in the back. Your doodad dings. Ah, a shopping list. It appears everything's ready for me. 25 pounds of flour, 10 kilos of sugar, vanilla, eggs, 6 dozen eggs. Oh my God. I have to get a new mortgage. What else is on this list? Nets, camp gear, hike gear, frolicking shoes. Okay. And raisins. And at that, the older gentleman in the corner, who had been just kind of ruffling his newspaper, stands up. What do you need with raisins? The gruff man walks towards you, and you realize you might be out of your element. And you look up and you say, well, I was told by a dark, tall figure to come chase an elephant. Something, something, home planet. And he says, you're in the search for a pink elephant. I can help you with that. I am the Lionfox. And at that, your doodad springs to life. There's a new event in your calendar. Tea time, 3 p.m. Oh, it's a good thing I caught the 9th ferry instead of the noon ferry. Tea time. I am a bit peckish. So, the Lionfox helps you outfit your adventure. Come with me, kid. I'm going to take you to the back. He shuffles into the back room where you see satchels of baked goods and baking supplies and cake pans and raisins. Every variety of raisin you could find. I thought there was only the raisin. The Lionfox starts pulling bing bongs and tic-tacs and doodads from the shelves. Yes, we're going to need more vanilla. Yes, we need Dutch processed cocoa. Yes, yes. And the raisins, don't you forget the raisins. And go tell Sonny Jim to get you the Pro Certer 6000. Bewildered some more, you head up to the tippy-tappy with the ticky-tacky. And you say, I need a Pro Certer. Ah, yes. He reaches to the back. The Pro Certer 6000, newest edition, firmware updated this morning. You do enjoy. The Lionfox loads you with your gear, and he brings his team, and you start to caravan to the hills of Cucamonga. It's about a day's journey, and so you settle in to camp. It takes a couple hours to unwind. The team is baking. They're making a batter. God, that's a lot of cake batter. Is that dark chocolate? And that a caramel ganache. Oh, man. And they're building a cake. It's absolutely huge. It feels like it's maybe 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet. And you know this is the kind of cake that's going to take all night to bake. As you settle into camp, you wonder, who is this Lionfox? Why does he know so much about pink elephants? And so you approach him and you say, Mr. Lionfox, what is a pink elephant? The old man simply smiles and looks down his nose. A pink elephant is the most majestic creature in the world. And he'll let you catch them, but not always. This mysterious answer does not answer any of your questions, but you do your very best to nod and smile. You don't know why you're on this adventure, but certainly, an answer will appear. You go to bed for the evening with the smell of dark chocolate cake wafting through the air, and you dream of caramel ganache. You decide to take it an easy morning. You have a calendar event for tea time again today, 3 p.m. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You go ahead and take a hike to the hills of Cucamonga, and you decide to look over this beautiful grassy meadow. And in that meadow, you see something glimmering way down in the distance. So you go to it, and it's It's a plaque. It just says exact center on it. I'm sure that will reveal itself. As you approach camp, it's just past lunchtime, and you're very hungry. The Lionfox and his team has made you a beautiful meal to start your first day of pink elephant catching. You have sandwiches and soups and a buffet. The cake is almost ready and the ganache is set. You're ready to start your first day in the frolic fields. The Lionfox looks at you and says, "My team will take this one. You sit behind this boulder and watch. Hand me that ProSerter 6000. You give the Lionfox the ProSerter 6000. It's a unique device. It's got a little bit of a trigger. Okay, so it telescopes. And at the end, there's just enough of a clip for a raisin to go on. The team takes the cake and they lift it and they rake and they take it down the hills to the frolic field. And the Lionfox says, make sure it goes in the exact center, not to the left, not to the right, but the exact center. And they lower that cake down to the ground. And the Lionfox takes the ProSerter 6000 and he reaches into his satchel and he pulls out a raisin. But not just any raisin. The juiciest, plumpest, most succulent raisin he could find. Why do you think that is? Because pink elephants just love raisins. He puts that raisin at the end of the ProSerter and straight to the center of the cake. Not to the left, not to the right, but the exact center. The Lionfox slowly sneaks away from the cake. And you see a rustle. It's now about 3:30 or so, just past tea time, time for a good romp. And you hear a rustle and a little bit of a muttering. It's two of them. Two pink elephants descend upon the frolic field. They're scowling. What is this thing in the middle of our frolic field? It's interrupting our post-tea time frolic. They bump it a little bit and you smell that? There's a raisin in there. And the pink elephants get so excited and they start bumping the cake and moving the cake out of the way. And, oh, is this caramel ganache? It's very good. And they start destroying the cake because obviously the raisin is the most important part. They destroy the cake. Where's the raisin? I smell the raisin. You smell the raisin, right? Yes. They take that raisin. They find that raisin. They take that raisin. And they eat that raisin. Because pink elephants just love raisins. The Lionfox pats his belly in a satisfied way from the top of the hill, observing this. He's ready to take his findings back to camp. You have a wonderful dinner, and you hear stories of the Lionfox's days in early Cucamonga, of his adventures and his miles, of his stars. The team starts building a new cake tonight. It's not dark chocolate, but it does look chocolate-like. It's red velvet. Is that going to be cream cheese frosting? Excellent. As the team works hard on the cake batter, you lay in your hammock, pleased with the observances of the day, but not really understanding much more than you did before. Wondering why. You stare at the stars into the infinity of your memory. And you wonder if tomorrow you'll catch the wily pink elephant. You sleep in. You didn't sleep well. Dreams of puppy dogs wandering in and out of your friend. Wondering, what does it mean? So when you wake up, it's almost nearly tea time. And the cake is done. It's totally cooled to room temperature and not before frosting. And this cake is 6 feet by 6 feet by 6 feet. And the red velvet layer cake is beautiful with wonderful pink roses on top and decorations. The Lionfox's team really outdid himself. You and the Lionfox decide, we're going to take the cake down to the frolic field. I know it's just about tea time, but I want to make sure that we're exactly on time. So you and the Lionfox take the 6 by 6 by 6 cake and you lift it into the air. And you take it down the hill to the frolic field, and you place that cake in the exact center of the field. Oh! Not to the left, not to the right, but the exact center. And you can tell, luckily there's a sign. You want this one, kid? You've been waiting to use the ProSerter this whole time. You get to catch it. And he pulls out a raisin, but not just any raisin. The biggest, the juiciest, most succulent raisins you can find. Why? Because pink elephants just love raisins. And so you take that juicy, plumpy raisin and you put it on the ProSerter and oh, hold on. We gotta. Okay, let me try. Just gotta get it on the clip. Yeah, it's a little funky. You gotta. Yeah. And you eye up that cake and you realize you gotta get that raisin in the exact center of the cake. Not to the left, not to the right, but the exact center of the cake. Straight into the middle of the cake that raisin goes. And you and the Lionfox go up to the side of the hill and hide behind your boulder. And you realize the elephants kind of skipped tea time. They're a little early. It's about 3:15. And there's a couple more coming through the frolic field outside of the tree line. And they're very excited because two of their buddies recently had it in that there's a raisin in this frolic field. The pink elephants come down to the center of the frolic field and they see the cake. And they talk to each other. Yeah, that's the one. It's a cake. Yeah, he's got a raisin. There's a raisin in there. And the elephants bump the cake. They jostle the cake. Oh, wow, red velvet. It's not a flavor, but it is a cake. And they move the cake and they see, where's the raisin? Did you see the raisin? Did you eat the raisin? Where's the raisin? They pull the cake all the way over and there's raisin. And they take that raisin and they eat that raisin. Because pink elephants just love raisins. And you realize, these pink elephants, they're onto something, but so am I. And I know tomorrow I'll catch the wily pink elephant. You and the Lionfox have become fast friends over these few days. And you return to camp quite satisfied, patting your bellies in happiness, taking in the results of the day. You have a lovely dinner. You look over at the Lionfox. How long have you been hunting pink elephants? Ah, he says, you do not hunt the pink elephant. It will simply let you catch it. You remark on this, not really understanding to date what exactly you're doing out here in Corkamunga and why you keep putting raisins in cakes. But certainly, you'll catch the pink elephant tomorrow. The Lionfox's team hasn't made their cake better yet today, and you're wondering why. Maybe it'll be a bit of a smaller cake, maybe a little less frou-frou, who knows? But you retire early. Something feels right. And you look up at the stars, and you see the twinkle and the brilliant energy and the infinite expanse of memories. And you go to sleep knowing that you're good. And in the morning, it's a light breakfast. The Lionfox is slept in this time. And about noon, you see the baker starting a cake. This one seems to be vanilla bean. Vanilla bean and a little bit of a ribbon of fudge in the middle. Oh, very nice, very nice. But it's 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. Not much of a cake, if you ask me. They let the cake bake, and of course, let it stand to room temperature before frosting. And once the cake is done, it's just barely tea time now. It's a little early, but you decide to get a jump on the day. The Lion Fox says, "You need help with that, kid?" "Oh, no, I got it. It's just a 3 foot by 3 foot cake. Been doing this all week. I'll be all right." And you take that 3 foot by 3 foot cake, and you walk it down the hill to the frolic field, and you place it in the center. Not to the right, not to the left, but the exact center of the frolic field. I want to do the pro suitor. I got a handle on it now. Thanks. Oh, can I get a raisin? You got an extra one? Great. The Lion Fox reaches into his satchel and he pulls out a raisin. But not just any raisin. The juiciest, the plumpest, the most succulent raisin you can find. Because pink elephants, they just love raisins. You put that raisin on the end of the pro sorter, and it's only telescoped a little bit, and I think based on the size, I'm going to be able to do this top down. So you take the pro sorter, and you make sure that that raisin is not to the left, not to the right, but the exact center of the cake. And now we wait. But we don't have to wait very long. Here come the pink elephants. There's a whole handful of them coming from the frolic field. Who knows if they had their tea time? You try to hurry to the boulder, to hide, to see what the pink elephants will do. And then they realize, the cake, just like before. There's a cake. It's got a raisin in it. Look. And they bump the cake. They don't even try smelling it. They trust you now. And they pull the cake apart. And they look at the cake. Oh, yes, vanilla. Yes, good. Oh, the raisin. They found the raisin. And they take that raisin and they eat that raisin. Because pink elephants just love raisins. The pink elephants walk from the frolic field out to the tree line, very pleased with themselves and another job well done. And you and the Lion Fox turn to each other, knowing tomorrow's our day. And the bakers are already packing up camp. They already know tomorrow's the last day of the catch. You have a good feeling about things. You feel steady. You know where you're going. And you turn to the Lion Fox and you say, "They're going to let us catch one tomorrow, aren't they?" And the Lion Fox looks at you and says, "Never predict the future." You retire. It's just sunset now. Dreaming of the stars and the infinite memories and the beauty of their twinkle. In the morning, you kind of lazily wake up and have some coffee. You flip through your new doodad. This unlimited plan really is great. And the sensations of the day spin by. And they don't seem as important anymore, nor do they seem so sensational. The bakers haven't even started yet. It's only 2. Certainly they'll have a cake by tea time. When suddenly you see the Lion Fox come out with a box mix cake in a foil pan. And it's only 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. The Lion Fox looks to you and says, "This is yours." The Lion Fox hangs back at camp while you walk to the frolic field. It's pretty close to tea time. You hope to make it. And you walk down with your 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot cake all the way down to the frolic field, and you place it in the exact center. Not to the left, not to the right, but the exact center of the frolic field where that sign told you to. and you take the Procerta 6000 and no raisin this time. And you don't have much time to get out of that frolic field because there is a herd of pink elephants on the way, knowing that they've got a raisin. And they ascend down the frolic field, and they descend upon the cake, and they don't even wait to smell for the raisin. They know there's a raisin in the cake. The last 3 days, there's been a cake with the raisin in the center. So they start stomping on that cake. They start looking for the raisin, and they know there's a raisin in this cake. Where's the raisin? Where's the raisin? You got the raisin? You got a raisin? No. Did you eat the raisin? He didn't eat the raisin. Where's the raisin? Where's the raisin? There was a cake, and they didn't have the raisin? And they get so worried. You know, they just get so anxious about where's the raisin? And so they said, over here, no. And they get so worried that they turn gray. And everyone knows how to catch a gray elephant. Thank you.